Hello, all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome to the Phil and Sing Coin Channel. Today, we're going to take a look at the older 2 peso coin from the Philippines. And this is the decagonal or 10-sided 2 peso coin that they started making in 1983 and they stopped making in 1990. Now, of course, many of you viewers from the Philippines and other countries know that we have already done a 2 peso coin from the Philippines, and that is this round one. And we'll talk about why they went from the decagonal in 1990 to the round Philippines 2 peso coin in 1991 through 1994. But first, let's just take a look at this coin. It's just a great engraving. It's Andres Bonifacio. It says right here, facing to the left. Down here, we see the mint mark of the Central Bank of the Philippines. Across the top, it says Republic ng Pilipinas. And down here, it says 1989. This coin weighs 12 grams. It's just a huge, heavy coin. And it is made of copper and nickel, which means you're not going to get much shine off of this unless you get it uncirculated. We tip to the edge and we see that it has a smooth edge, and on the back we have the palm oil palm, or the Cocos nucifera. And if we look at it, we can see, you can actually see up here the fruit and all the different fronds of the palm. It says Cocos nucifera, 2 peso here, and then there's a palm tree growing out of the soil with some grasses around it. This coin is just a much used coin, and it's not, you don't see many of them in the United States. This is worth between $1 and $2 in the United States, and it's not because it's rare. They made almost 500,000 of these coins in the Philippines, and on the Numista Rarity Index, it's only about an 8, so it means it's really not rare at all. It's just you just don't see many of them in the United States, mainly because they're so big and kind of hard to, they're heavy, they're big, and they're hard to kind of package. And there may not be as many Philippine coin collectors in the United States, certainly, as there are in the Philippines, so they just don't ship them over here. However, this was so big and weighing 12 grams that they decided they wanted to make a smaller version of it. And remember, this coin here came out in 1983, so they could get rid of the 2 peso note, the paper money note of the Philippines. They got rid of that in 1984, having replaced it with the 2 peso coin. In 1991, they came out with this coin here, and you see it. See the difference in the shine. This is a stainless steel coin, not a copper nickel coin. This coin has reeded edges and is round. It only weighs 5 grams, or this one actually weighs 2.5 times as much as this. Same thing on the back, Cocos nucifera, and the 2 peso down here also. And just what a beautiful shine to it. Well, they decided that even though they had gotten rid of the 2 peso paper note in the Philippines, that they wanted to get rid of the 2 peso coin also. So in 1998, they took both of these coins out of circulation, and they never came back with the 2 peso note. Now, why did they do that? Well, when in 1993, they started making this Banco Central ng Pilipinas, or the Central Bank, or the BSP, on the back of the coins. And when they did that, they replaced these coins, which were from the Flora and Fauna Series. And when they replaced these coins, they never made a 2 peso coin, and they didn't bring back the 2 peso note. Now, it's kind of odd in many countries to have a 2 coin. So, like the United States doesn't have a $2 coin, but they do have a $2 note. One country that does have a $2 coin, of course, is Canada. And here's a 1996. There's a Canadian maple leaf and Queen Elizabeth on it. In Canada, they call it the toonie, or the $2, essentially the $2 loonie. The loonie was the $1 coin with a loon bird on it. This one is a $2 coin with a polar bear on an ice floe on it. And this, as you can tell, it's bimetallic. So Canada still does have a $2 coin, and Philippines no longer has a 2 peso coin or a 2 peso note. I just want to take a second to thank all of our viewers in the Philippines. We just love having you on our channel. And if there are any specific Philippine coins you'd like us to do, especially some of the older ones, just put a comment in the comment section. And feel free to subscribe to our channel because we love new subscribers.